friend, and welcome back to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. My name is Tori Solis, and today I'm going to be testing Rusty's Red from the Penguin Pottery Specialty Glaze series. I'm going to be testing this glaze on 7 different clay body test tiles, as well as on a textured white stoneware mug. I'm happy to let y'all know that Penguin Pottery reached out and sent me a lot of their glazes to make test videos for my channel. Penguin Pottery is a small clay business located in Vermont. They include a lifetime warranty with their glazes, which is super cool of them. Penguin Pottery's commitment to working sustainably is one of my favorite parts of our collaboration. Sustainability is also important to me as I run my own business. Thank you again, Penguin Pottery. I'm very excited to make these glaze test videos for you. Before I open this glaze, I'm going to make sure it's very well mixed first. I use my thumbs to hold the lid securely shut and give the entire jar a vigorous shake. For larger glaze jars, I like to use a drill with a mixer attachment, but the attachment is too big for these little sample jars. After shaking, I'm going to use a stir stick to make sure everything is mixed up well and there isn't any mineral clumped up at the bottom of the glaze jar. This is a Cone 6 glaze that's listed as lead-free, non-toxic, and food safe. I'm going to be brushing glaze onto my test tiles. This glaze was formulated for brushing. If you want to dip this glaze, Penguin Pottery recommends that you use a dispersing agent like Darvan. I brushed my test tiles in 1, 2, and 3 coats with the thickest coat at the top of the tile. I fire my tiles hanging on a high alumina rod to see how the glaze will perform on a vertical surface. In this way, I'm testing for running. With the thickest coat of glaze at the top of the tile, if a glaze is going to run, it has somewhere to go. I like to test glazes on a lot of different clay bodies to get a rough idea of how a glaze is going to behave on different colors or surfaces. Everyone out there is working with a different kind of clay, and maybe one of these tiles can help you guess at what might happen for you. As always, I strongly recommend that you make your own test tiles in your own kiln. Fire your tiles exactly how you would fire your normal work. There's a lot of different factors that are going to go into how your glaze is going to turn out, and the best way to see how it's going to work for you in your kiln, on your clay, with your application is to do your own testing. First up, let's look at this textured white stoneware mug. At 2 coats, this is a warm, rusty brown that has nice breaking effect over the textured surfaces of the mug. The surface is glossy and flawless across the entire mug surface. I really enjoy the breaking over texture. I don't see any areas of running, which makes this a pretty stable glaze. On this white stoneware test tile, you can see the perfect glossy surface and the variations of different browns this glaze can give. At 3 coats, it seems I got a lot more golden browns from this glaze and deeper red browns at 1 coat. The surface looks just amazing on Laguna B mixed tile. This tile seems to be a little bit lighter overall than the other stoneware tile, and it's a good idea to test your own stoneware to see what your results might be on this spectrum here. On Laguna Frost Porcelain, the surface is, again, flawless. There's a lot more microcrystal patterning on this body. The gold flecks come through strong in a static kind of pattern. What I actually like most on this tile is the caramel golden area near the bottom where only 1 layer was used. The spots on the spectacular clay body show through lightly. The surface is slightly less glossy, but it's still a really nice surface, and there are significantly less golden flecks. Overall, warm brown seems to dominate on this clay body. The speckles on Laguna Speckled Buff are similarly muted. There seems to be a clear distinction in the effects you get with each of the 3 thickness layers on this tile. More gold crystals at 3 coats, warm browns at 2 coats, and darker browns at 1 coat. This would make for an amazing glaze to use over textures. The results on red stoneware are especially fun. The surface is a gorgeous gloss, and the surface is a mottled mix of warm red, orange, and creamy flecks. At 1 coat, the glaze is a very rich dark brown. Lots of potential for play here. The surface is pretty nice on Laguna B3 as well. The color is definitely different on this body. It gives a darker orange at 3 coats with peachy beige lighter parts. Down at the bottom where only 1 coat was applied, the glaze is a deep chocolate with peachy beige dusting. All around, this rusty brown red is a classic pottery color. The glaze has interesting breaking effects over texture, and I think there's a lot of potential to create many different interesting surfaces with different textures, and possibly even testing in some layering of different glazes. I didn't have a clay body on hand that this glaze did not fit well, and I would assume that most of you are going to find success with this glaze. As always, I do recommend that you do your own testing in your own kiln on your own clay before you commit anything too important to a new glaze. Or don't test and just live on the wild side and see what happens. The choice is yours. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I hope you enjoyed learning more about this glaze and can make use of this information in your own studio. If you'd like to help support my channel so I can get more glazes to test for you, consider becoming a supporter of my channel at patreon.com/bluenosetrading. If you'd like to see all the ceramics I currently have available for sale, visit my website, bluenosetrading.com, and if you'd like to stick around for more art videos, be sure to subscribe to this channel, Blue Nose Trading. Thank you again, Penguin Pottery Supplies, for sending me the glazes to make these test videos for everyone. Thank you for being here until the end of the video. Remember that you have great ideas that are worth exploring, drink lots of water, and I will see y'all next week.